Friends Explained, Season 1, Episode 8, the one where Nana dies twice. Season 1, Episode 8 of Friends. The 6 friends, Ross, Rachel, Monica, Chandler, Joey, and Phoebe, are deep into their Greenwich Village routines. This week, Chandler spirals after a coworker tries to set him up with a man, convinced something about him reads as gay. Meanwhile, Ross and Monica's grandmother Nana passes away, twice, kicking off a funeral full of painkillers, football, and Judy Geller's world-class passive aggression.
This one opens with Chandler at work, eating sad noodles under fluorescent lights, when his coworker Shelley offers to set him up on a date. He's thrilled, until she starts describing the guy.
Wait, she thought he was gay?
Completely. And Chandler's rattled enough to take it back to the group, where one by one they all admit that, yeah, when they first met him, they thought the same thing. Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, even Ross, who kept quiet in college because he was interested in the same girl.
And nobody can explain why. They all just keep circling back to this one word. He has a quality. Not his clothes, not his voice, just a vibe. Incredibly helpful diagnosis.
Meanwhile, Monica gets a call from her dad. Their grandmother Nana is dying. She and Ross rush to the hospital with their parents and Aunt Lillian. While they're waiting, there's this great detail about Nana compulsively stealing sweet and low packets from everywhere, restaurants, her own family's house.
The nurse signals it's time. Ross and Monica go in to say goodbye. Ross leans in, and Nana moves.
Total pandemonium. Monica sprints for the nurse.
Ross has to calmly break it to Aunt Lillian that Nana may have passed and they're checking on it. The nurse comes back and the flatline confirms it. She's gone for real.
You'd think that's the heavy beat, but it pivots straight to funeral prep comedy. Ross is helping his mom and aunt pick out shoes for Nana for a closed casket, and they're treating him like a department store clerk.
Of course she had a stash in the shoe boxes.
Meanwhile, Jack, their dad, has decided he wants to be buried at sea. Not for spiritual reasons, he just thinks it sounds fun. Pack a lunch, rent a boat. Monica is completely deadpan about the whole plan.
Jack just wants people to have a good time after he's gone. Pack a lunch, make a day of it. How is this man married to Judy?
Speaking of, the funeral goes completely sideways. Ross falls into an open grave, hurts his back, and Judy hands him enough painkillers to put him on another planet. Joey's watching the Giants-Cowboys game on a portable TV at the reception.
Peak Joey, zero shame.
And Judy pulls Monica aside to suggest night cream and wearing her hair down because her ears aren't her best feature.
At her grandmother's funeral. And then Judy starts complaining about how critical Nana always was, what it's like growing up with someone who nitpicks everything. Monica tries to point out the obvious parallel, but Judy completely misses it and offers more wine.
That lands harder than any of the comedy. Meanwhile, drugged Ross is loose at the reception. He finds Chandler chatting up a woman named Andrea and essentially gives him his blessing to date whoever he wants, men included.
Andrea immediately turns to her friend. Suspicions confirmed. Every time Chandler thinks he's cleared this, someone torpedoes him again. The man is in an inescapable loop.
Then Ross finds Rachel. Completely out of it, he makes his big declaration. She's the one he loves the most. She's sweet about it, reciprocates, but she clearly thinks it's the pills talking. He passes out in her lap.
8 episodes of build-up, and he finally goes for it. Doesn't count, he's high on muscle relaxers. The one time he's uninhibited enough to be direct, there's a built-in excuse.
The episode ends at Central Perk with everyone going through Nana's old photos, including a very naked baby Ross. They find one of Nana around their age at a coffee shop called Java Joe's, surrounded by her own group of friends. Everyone just looks at each other.
Their generation's turn at the same thing. Same coffee shop hangout, same tight circle. And Chandler's arc wraps at work. He confides in Lowell from financial services, who actually is gay, and Lowell assures him he's not.
But Lowell adds that Brian from payroll is way out of his league. Chandler storms off insisting he could get a Brian, and runs right into him in the hallway.
Ross confessed his love to Rachel. She blamed the pills. Chandler's quality, now a running joke. Judy-Monica tension surfaced, but unresolved.